Hi, I'm William. This is the Wine Room at Putnam Market in Saratoga Springs, upstate New York. And I've been struggling over the last couple of weeks with what's the nature of wine? What is it? What is acceptable in terms of when you make it, what you do and what you add to it, and what's unacceptable, and how that's changed and does change over time, often reflecting the cultural preferences of each generation. 100 years ago, the French legislated on what wine was, and that legislation from 1889 really forms the basis of the appellation contrôlée system, which regulates French wine to this day. European Union legislation also follows all of that, and since many winemakers sell into the European Union, that legislation has implications globally as to what wine is. And one of the things that they say in 1936 is that wine must not be subject to any kind of additions that might alter its original state. Precisely the same sentiments that were expressed in ancient Rome, and precisely the same sentiments that were expressed in the 1890s. So, where does that leave us? Well, it leaves us once again with those invisible additions and those invisible interventions which we traditionally accepted. So the French, prior to that 1936 statement about no additions, had already codified, legislated, and permitted the addition of sulfur, the use of fining agents to clarify the wine, the use of filtration, all of the things which today we look on, and of course the use of sulfur. And all of these things are looked on today as impediments to natural wine, whereas 100 years ago they were seen as the necessary accompaniments to natural wine.